Good question. What are my son's safe foods? Now, I am going to preface this with a couple things. One, with my son's oral aversion, he has foods he likes, which are very limited. But then we have his safe foods, which we make sure we have on hand at all times. Because if he's in overload, having a hard day, even having a great day, that could put him in overload from the excitement. If we have a schedule change, anything like that, while there are his little bundle of foods he likes and enjoys, sometimes he still can't handle eating them when he is in overload. But I know that we can work with him with his safe foods, which are both foods he likes and bring a comfort to him. Over the years, both foods he likes and his safe foods have been reduced dramatically. I looked back at a note I had in my phone of all the foods that he used to eat with little asterisks, meaning they were a safe food, and it just seemed like a never-ending scroll compared to what it is now. And back then, it was a struggle because it didn't seem like a lot. But if only we knew what was to come, we definitely would have appreciated it more. The theory is, as they get older, more foods will be added, but that's just not how it's been for my son. Foods have been taken away as he's gotten older, by his choice. So don't think it's us. And again, when we have things like packaging changes, flavor changes, there could even just be a bad experience when he happens to be eating the food. For example, he used to eat oatmeal, but one time it fell on his lap and he didn't like how that felt, and we lost oatmeal. And we have not gained it back, and it's been almost 5 years. But that used to be a safe food. That was a food we knew we could offer at breakfast along with other things, and he would eat it. Same thing with mashed potatoes. One time he ate it and it was too hot and it burned his tongue, and we lost mashed potatoes. So there is also just no telling with the circumstances when we might lose a food. But anyway, I will try to ramble some safe foods off, and if I miss anything, I'll just put it in around my face somewhere. But crunchy foods are a really big safe food for him. When he was in occupational therapy and seeing a psychiatrist, we would bring oyster crackers with us and water, because when he is nervous or excited, he drinks a lot. To this day, he can just down water when he is feeling very anxious. And the oyster crackers, that little crunch, really helped regulate him. Ironically, we have lost oyster crackers because when Aldi started making them up again one summer or winter, whenever they're out, they were really dark, almost burnt, and he won't have them anymore. And he won't have them of any brand. It had to be Aldi or nothing. But anyway, for the foods, he will do like pretzel rods. He likes rolled gold pretzels or Aldi's pretzel sticks, saltine crackers or Ritz crackers. It could be both Ritz or Aldi's brand. Stackers, not Pringles, but Aldi Stackers, plain. And it's like I'm going up and down the aisles of Aldi. Thankfully, a majority of his safe foods are Aldi. And only a few name brand things we get like at Publix or Target. So I'm grateful for that. For cereals, it's Frosted Flakes or Aldi's version of just plain Cheerios. And Aldi's little bagged mini muffins. I think they're like Little Bites in name brand form, but he does not like those. They are Aldi's mini chocolate chip muffins. And pasta, so like spaghetti and elbow macaroni, rigatoni, like the thicker noodle, corkscrews, rotini and penne. I'll put those in foods he likes, but they are not a safe food. And egg noodles, no, actually, no egg noodles. We lost egg noodles. I one time cooked them too mushy. But egg noodles used to be on a safe list. And he, 9 out of 10 times, eats them plain. Once in a while, he'll have them with a pasta sauce, but it's usually plain. And I'm swinging around the different aisles in my brain. Hash browns, now that Aldi changed them, they're not really, he'll eat them, but I'll count them as a safe food. as of this moment, but he won't eat as many as he used to, which I guess is also a good thing. He could go 2 or 3 at a meal, and now it's like 1. But yeah. And then white bread with no crust. And for fruit, it is bananas, but we have to do maybe half a banana at a time because he has some tummy problems. Apples, either Gala apples or Pink Lady, and green grapes. And yeah, that's it. And that's more than some, but it's less than it was for us. So yeah, those are his safe foods, and I try to have them on hand at all times, because in both good or bad moments, those are the foods I know he will eat. You know, he's very bland. I joke that a brat diet is his, like, primo diet. Like, loves those foods, like dry toast, apples, applesauce. You know, those are the foods. White rice, big safe food for him. That he does not like flavor. Flavor scares him. So when he sees me cooking and I'm adding seasonings in, he literally sometimes has to leave the room. It's just so overwhelming. And it's only within the last year and a half that he's wanted to help with any type of food prep, because he had a fear of touching food in its prep stages. So yeah, that's the story. It's a good question. And like I said, it's different for everybody. And so what is working with my son presently could be somebody else going, that's not how it is for us, and that's okay. But yeah, so thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye.